What's going on? It's your boy Terry, and welcome to the Enlighten Show. Thank y'all for liking, sharing, subscribing, and let's get straight to the show. Now, we got to talk about some urgent news that came out. 49ers rookie Ricky Parcell released from hospital after being shot in a robbery attempt in San Francisco. Now, if y'all don't know who Ricky Parcell is, he's a first-round draft pick of this past year NFL draft, man. And you already, listen, let's just take this to account. It's in San Francisco. California is probably one of the worst states ever right now. Literally, they're the worst state when it comes to crime, when it comes to the bills and legislation that's getting passed, to governors, to crooked mayors. It is so bad down there. And now y'all have to deal with this. And this is going to hurt the city of San Francisco because, for what I'm being told, this is in a very predominant part of San Francisco. They said he was shot during an attempted robbery in the neighborhood of Union Square. San Francisco Mayor London Breed announced Saturday, according to the NBC Sports Bay Area, that Parcell was upgraded from serious to fair conditions. And the 49ers issued a statement that Parcell was released from the hospital. So thank God he was released. They said the boy was a 17-year-old boy who tried to literally rob this man of all his jewelry. Ricky Parcell said no, and you know what happened from there. The 17-year-old ended up shooting him. I just don't get it. Like, you're 17 and you already throwing your life away. This is how bad it is in the community and in America, where you got little boys, because he is a little boy, that literally thinking this small amount of cash that he probably would have got in the jewelry or whatever he was trying to take is going to be there for the rest of your life. And now look, it's another life wasted. Now he about to do time. They haven't released the information on who this boy is, so they try to say he a juvenile, but you 17, hey, you want to make grown-up decisions, this is what happens. I think they should release his information, but that's just me personally, you know. You don't rob nobody and trying to take their life just because of your circumstances. Like, where are the parents at? Guardians, whoever is taking care of this boy, to think that you see how 2 to 3 seconds of a decision can change your life forever. And now this little boy, he got to deal with them consequences, man. And I'm glad this NFL player, Ricky Parcell, is good, man. I'm glad he's healthy, and hopefully he can recover from this. But we never know. He might have internal trauma for this now. You can't tell nobody how long their process should go. But, man, why? San Francisco down, man. I'm going to talk about California some more in this, but the state of California, it is down to shit right now, man. For real, for real. But I had to talk about that story, man, because I love football and I want all the players to be protected and for this man to be out. Now, I get it. You should be able to wear your jewelry and stuff proud wherever you want to, but just know you are always a target for somebody who don't have it like you do. That's just the facts, man. These people not caring, man. They just want a quick come up right quick, and you look like a real good lick. So, shout out to Ricky Parcell, man. Get better, man, and I hope you can have a speedy recovery and you can play in the NFL another time. So, yeah. Now, let's go to Detroit because we got some news out of Detroit. Now, State Fair is one of the big old events that usually happen every year. Now, they just started coming back. State Fair used to be in Detroit between a 7 mile and 8 mile on State Fair when I was coming up, but now they moved it to Novi. And what has happened was there was a shooting outside of the State Fair event. When I say a shooting, I mean 2 14-year-olds got shot and one of them not here no more. You see 14 years old getting shot. First off, I thought you had to be a certain age to go to these certain events now, especially with the laws that they cracked down on here in Michigan. But yeah, man, but in Novi, I don't think y'all understand. Novi is one of them, like, it's almost like a Beverly Hills type. It's predominantly, we look at it as more of a richer area in the Metro Detroit. And for that to happen out there, boy, I know it's going to be some stuff. Listen, whoever did the shooting, they're going to find you real quick. Novi don't play. Let's get that understood right now. Novi do not play. But yeah, man, it's very unfortunate. So what the story is being told is a 14-year-old boy from Detroit was shot in the parking lot along with his other 14-year-old friend. Now, they saying they caught the bus from Detroit to Farmington and from Farmington all the way to Novi. And what is being told was they've been getting into it with somebody on the internet. And then they proceeded to go there and we had the shooting in the parking lot. Now, this 14-year-old boy who is deceased do not look like a regular 14-year-old boy. I need to know who are the parents of this little boy, because this boy got neck all on his tattoos, arms. You would have thought he was a young adult by the way he looked, man. And it's a image going around with him where he got a big ass K on him, and the handgun look like a switch, and it just don't look bad optics wise. And let's just be real. The parents did not do a good job with this young man. This young man should not have even gave that look. And how are you not knowing what your son is doing out here, especially if he on social media posting this? Come on now, you got to know. First off, they had to know with the tattoos all on himself. So, like I said, 2 14-year-old boys, one of them gone, another one in the hospital. They say he should be good and well, but we don't know what's going to come out of this situation, man. But this is a bad look on the city once again. It's not in the Detroit, you know. Detroiters, we know it's a difference between the Detroit that everybody else wants to persuade and the people that actually live in Detroit. You feel me? You only go to about 8 Mile, and that's it for Detroit. Or on the west side, I think it's to like maybe Telegraph, and you like, So it's very unfortunate, man. So many people, when we had good events like this that the people are into and you got sponsorships and all that, this is a bad look, man. And the city is on the up and up right now, so we got to do better. But, man, that little boy, 14, toting a pistol, tatted up. You got to hold the parent responsible for this one. You got to. And I know I'm from the city and these are things that we should be talking about, but come on now. They failed as some parents, man. And whoever was his OGs at that, his big homies, y'all failed too. Y'all should not have had that little boy giving out this image that he was on some stuff when he probably even wasn't. Now, we don't know this whole situation, but the optics of it don't look good. So everybody get held accountable for that. So that's how I feel about that. And then another crazy event that happened in Detroit, it was some bar or party that was going on. They said it might have been like a block party or whatever. And we know we ain't supposed to have no more block parties in Detroit. The partygoers went towards a bus, stopped the bus. It looked like it was at least 100 people. They outside on top of the bus. We talk about the city bus. You got females twerking. You got guys pumping them up on the driver's side, on the door handle. And the driver, he just looked like, man, I'm just trying to go home, man. Like, bro, y'all can't take that nowhere else, man. That man trying to get home. He probably got a wife and kids at the crib. He's stressed out. He got to deal with y'all, pick y'all up. He probably scared for his life because he don't know what's going on, because it's a lot going on out here. People ain't making it home like they used to no more. And y'all out here being stupid as usual. Y'all can have fun. Like I said, I don't mind that. Have fun, turn up, go crazy. But, man, come on now, man. The ratchetness just got to tone it down, man. Y'all can't be ratchet everywhere. First off, ratchetists haven't been good in our community for quite some time. Let's get that understood. The IQ level is just going down. You want to know how it's going down? Because this math problem that has been going around on social media really got me worried about these children's future. Because some of y'all thinking this answer is 5 when it's really 125, it's just crazy to me. Then y'all put it in the calculator. Then y'all say, oh, you got to use the PMDS. You got to do this. You got to do what's in parentheses first, then multiply, then divide, all that good stuff. And y'all still getting it wrong. Then y'all got the tagging y'all teachers in there, and y'all teachers just shaking their head like, oh my God, are these the same people who I was teaching? Like, Jesus Christ, if this is what the kids are doing, got to look up to, I'm worried about their future. And some of y'all be doing their homework and they still be failing the class. Like, this is just crazy, man. Y'all be thinking y'all kids be passing school because y'all doing their work and not look at them failing because of you. Man, I'm telling you, boy, this junk is crazy, man. The kids got no shot out here because of these parents, man. They got no shot. We can't even do basic math. Basic. Your kids should be happy to come to you and you should be able to know an answer or just figure out how to help them out. But y'all don't even know how to do basic math, basic addition, subtraction. Y'all don't even know how to do that. Y'all don't even know what to do first. Y'all don't know if the power go first. You do what's in parentheses, add, subtract, are they on the same level, left to right? Y'all don't even know how to do stuff like that. So the kids can't feel that confident coming to you when you've been doing their homework all year. And they still failing. Still failing. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. The kids' future don't look good. It don't look good. I gotta talk about some sad stuff that just... This story I'm about to tell to y'all that's coming out of Chicago, this hurt my heart, man. Not gonna lie. According to ABC7 Chicago, youth mentor shot to death near Northside North Block Party was trying to change lives, mom said. So the incident was a young lady. Let me get this right for y'all. It was a young lady named Tanaya Smith. She was 20 years old. She was a youth mentor with Hood Heroes, a group that helps get teens summer jobs. Now, she's been doing this for a few years, for what I'm being told. And during a block club party, that she promote for over the weekend or whatever, she got her life taken away by a drive-by shooter. You see what happens when you try to give back to the community and the community don't never give back to you? You see how that works? This young woman, Tanaya Smith, was doing some great work trying to get these young teens summer jobs to just keep them off the street. And you had some idiot shooting at a block club party that's for the kids. And she got her life taken away. But y'all be wanting people to come back to the city they came from, and the city don't want their help. The city is down. The community is down. This should have not happened, man. And y'all want people like me. Shout out to my brother Corey. Y'all go ahead. He have a back to school giveaway coming next week. And you mean to tell me y'all want us to put our life at risk for y'all kids? That y'all not even helping yourself? Are y'all crazy? She's only 20 years old and she has no more life to live because a dummy decided to take hers. You see what happens? That's why I'd be like, man, F them kids sometimes, because the kids don't be appreciative because they know they got a terrible parent at the crib who don't love them, who not there, who probably ain't supporting them, who going to Miami, getting drunk all the time, all of that. And that's not everybody. It are some good parents out here, but, they're just struggling. But this is why you have to be financially stable enough to take care of a kid. And you got to have a 2-parent household. Like I said, this is some great work she was doing. Like a summer job, you putting money in some of these kids' pockets the right way, not the way that everybody else be wanting to do it, sell dope, scam. Man, this is so sad, man. Rest in peace to that beautiful soul. My dearest condolences go out to the family member. If any of the family members can reach out to me, if you can, you please do, because I would like to know her story more, because that's some great work she was doing down there. So sad, man. So sad. Oh, man. Now we're going to stay with Chicago. Do y'all know Chicago faces a $982 million budget shortfall for 2025, according to CBS News? Y'all do know that is down there $1 billion deficit that the city is in. Crazy. Brandon Johnson, where is all this money going? Oh, I'm going to tell you exactly where it's going. Let's read some of this. They said the size of the budget gap is significant. It's going to require decisions that speak to the overall collective desire to build an economy that works for working people. There will be sacrifices that will be made, Johnson told reporters. So in other words, they're about to raise property taxes. I'm letting y'all know right now, property taxes will be raised. So some of y'all rent will be going up. Do y'all know it's a neighborhood? Man, hold on. I got to go to this. It's a neighborhood in Chicago where they are paying an extra 82% in property taxes. Crazy. This is crazy. I have to go to this. I'm sorry. I have to go to this. I have to. But yeah, man. It's like, y'all don't get tired of these freaking mayors going up. Oh, Cook County property taxes rises 4% overall. That is crazy, man. Suburban homeowner property tax bill skyrockets from $1,800 to over $30K in Chicago. What is going on, dude? Like, y'all mean to tell me this man has been spending money all type of places? First off, this is what he said. $538 million of that budget. Wait a minute, what? Hold on. So y'all had layoffs and everything, and y'all still almost had $1 billion deficit? This man, that should be a crime. That should be a crime. And you wanna know what's funny? They trying to make it seem like they only spent $150 million on the migrants, but that was just this past year. We ain't even talk about when Lori Lightfoot was there and his first year as mayor. Like, I don't feel bad for the city of Chicago at this point. I don't. Y'all don't go to vote. Y'all voted Brandon Johnson in, first off. Let's get that understood. And now he been misusing y'all money, misspending it. Y'all had mass layoffs. Y'all got police officers there making $300K because y'all have a police shortage of down there 2,000 or some crazy number in Chicago. Y'all, like, it's crazy. Or should I say the state of Illinois. Not only that, crime has been going up, not within just y'all own people, but with the migrant crisis, because I heard about the gangs that have been going down there. I heard about it. I saw Trench's News talking about it. Shout out to Trench's News. Y'all go to his website and y'all look him up on his YouTube page. He talking about how a lot of the migrant gangs are in Chicago making a lot of noise, but the wrong way. How they been getting free shelter, how they been getting assistance to get a car, all type of stuff. And y'all gonna get the property taxes raised on y'all. Not the migrants, y'all, the paying taxes, citizens. That's who gonna get it. So whenever y'all see anybody say they got a budget deficit in any city or state, just know the property tax is about to raise up. They gotta find a way to balance the budget, and that's one way. They're already talking about laying off some folks. So you put two and two together. Some people gonna get laid off, but y'all voted that man in, and y'all gonna have him for what, like 4 more years, something like that. Crazy. Brandon Johnson. I bet y'all don't want the migrants there now, huh? Y'all better stop voting these people off of freaking identity politics. Y'all better stop that. It is not working in the community favor. I don't care if you black, white, orange, it don't matter. Don't vote for somebody just because they look like you, quote unquote. So y'all gonna have to eat that one. It is what it is. This is the year where we all got to take accountability, and the people we vote in, the people we have around, everything. You gonna have to take accountability. No more of this, you trying to feel bad for that next person. No, you need to feel bad that you ain't go out and vote. And do you know that the black voters turnout rate is so low right now? And I think that's why they putting all the migrants in these black communities. Because they're like, y'all don't come out and vote. So we got to find somebody to replace y'all vote. You heard it here. Enlighten T. You can say what you want to. All right, let's report another. Man, it's just been a crazy, crazy week. But this actually happened last week, not this past weekend. An Indianapolis restaurant owner killed following money dispute, according to Fox 59. So, a local businessman is dead following a shooting outside of his restaurant of 26 and Martin Luther King. Well, I feel like anything that got Martin Luther King name on it, it's just a bad area already. And I don't like that for Martin Luther King, the great Martin Luther King. Now, the shooting happened at a Pie Mine's backyard barbecue. It stands from owing some money. So the owner of this establishment was paying this man to paint and redo his yard, his business, fix up some things and all that. So the 56-year-old George Nelson Sr., was also called as Big George, he confronted the guy, and then the guy ended up shooting and killing him over a money dispute. Like, you mean to tell me I paid somebody because he hired somebody that's in the community already to do a job, but then again, you don't do your job, and on top of that, you taking my life? Do y'all not hear a common theme within this? Every time you try to go to the community and help the community out, every time they say we need to keep the money in the communities, every time we be like, oh, we need to help our brothers and sisters. When we do, we don't get no type of thank you, none of that. But if we go out to another city, if we go out to, the suburbs, then we're going to be like, oh, y'all some sellouts. Yeah, okay. Y'all keep playing, man. Y'all keep playing in the community. Y'all think the government gonna save y'all? Nope. And y'all know who out here doing this stuff. I'm pretty sure all he tried to do was just pick up a bit. Y'all don't even know y'all know how hard it is to run a business, to start a business. You know how hard it is to employ people. Y'all know how hard that is. I haven't even done it myself yet. I'm doing everything. This is what I got, my studio, my cameras, mic stands. I invested a lot in this podcast, which I want to make it a news outlet, which is the goal. And I'm out here just doing it all by myself right now. So I can only imagine hiring people, because you got to make sure they're there on time. You got to make sure they're reliable. They ain't getting paid, just to be off, because a lot of y'all misuse FMLA. We're going to talk about that later in the show. And this man, he was just trying to open up, probably leave something for his family, or just following his own passion, and he got his life taken away. Talking about we need to do business with each other. Bullshit. How about y'all ask Dr. Umar how that went? Dr. Umar been trying to get that school done for so long, and he said, oh, I can't go with the brothers because the brothers just taking too long. Hey, man. Y'all keep it. All right. I bet you we're going to hear a lot more of these stories. Rest in peace to Big George. My condolences going out to this family. It feel like I say this all the time. It's just sad, man. It's sad you just can't do nothing. You just can't. All right, man. We got some Labor Day weekend news. It was an eventful Labor Day. I'm talking to shootings. A mass shooting happened in Nashville bar, according to the NY Post, man. So they said the incident happened in Tennessee Lounge Bar. It was called the Sky Bar and Lounge at 825 Hamilton Crossing in Antioch around 3 a.m. Not gonna even lie to y'all. If it's that late and you outside in the club bars, you was been supposed to leave. It is nothing good after really 12 in real life. You ain't trying to get in no boxing. Sometimes fellas getting some boxing ain't even good out here because you might get set up. You just never know. But yes, man, and it looked like a nice establishment at that. So 6 people were shot. 1 person was taken to the hospital by ambulance, and the other 5 people showed up in private vehicles. Now, according to this report, they said 2 people passed away. No. Oh, they did pass away. Right now, they say the victims are expected to survive now. Look how this just updated that quick. Okay. I literally just put this up like an hour ago and now it's updated. I like how the internet do that. They can update this story within you on a post. So we don't have no news yet of what happened, but this just happened over the weekend. So we gonna follow this story a little bit more. I promise that. But another mass shooting, and I'm pretty sure we know what type of crowd that was. Pretty sure. You know what? I ain't going to say that because then y'all going to be like, oh my God, he is just talking so bad about the community. Oh my God, you are stereotyping. Boy, y'all stereotyping every day. Stop playing. But thankfully, life was taken away. So I thank God for that. So we going to follow that story. But a mass shooting, man, I feel like it always be in the hood, man. Just saying. Now, this was crazy. It was another mass shooting, except this one was in Waihanai. I hope I'm saying that right. Waihanai. This is in Hawaii. 4 people dead, 2 wounded after apparent shooting at a family gathering in Hawaii, according to the HawaiiNews.com. Jesus Christ. So what is being told in this story is they believe they was all adults. It was 3 women and 1 man who were the victims of being killed in this family gathering that turned deadly. But they said there have been several incidents previous months and weeks, but in this incident, none was related to those. So apparently this is not the first incident that been happening in Hawaii. And man, like, I don't know what happened, but they said the male suspect is a 50-year-old who opened fire and striking all the victims. They said they was at a 42-year-old resident's home. And Jesus Christ, look at the ages 34, 36, 29, 42. All four of them just gone, man. That's crazy. I wonder what really happened, though. Like, they said the neighbors shooken up, freaking the community is all that. Like, I really want to know what happened. That's what I really want to know. I want to know what happened. I know this just happened over the weekend, but I really need to know because ain't no way you just shooting up your family and friends. Well, this is our family at a gathering. Like, what happened? What went wrong? For you to go to a family gathering and shoot up that many people? And you know them. This is not like some strangers. This is not like some people you don't know. This is your family. You took away 4 of your family members? And it was probably over nothing. I'm pretty sure alcohol was involved because any family gathering, it's always alcohol involved. I was just having a good time with my family yesterday. We celebrated on Sunday. The recording of this is Monday, September 2nd. So, yeah, man, it's always a good time with my family. But this one, apparently this family function was not. So, we're going to have more news about that. But I promise you, it was probably one of them hating on somebody. I promise that. Probably a dude, they probably talking shit, and he ain't like what was talking, and he just aired it out, or he probably was just built up anger in him. I don't know, but it's no logical reason why you would want to take out your family members that much and shoot 6 of them and kill 4. Nah, that's an evil man. Let's get that. He had some real bad intentions way, way before this, man. Way before this, so. Unfortunate. My condolences go out to all them victims. It feel like I just been saying my condolences this whole time. Like, Jesus. So, yeah, man. It's sad, man. It is real sad, man. It's sad. That's all I can say. Let's go to the next report. Have y'all heard about the Chrysler here bid to buy back Chrysler and Dodge brands? This was a crazy story. So, the guy name is what is this guy name? I don't have his name. Walter P. Chrysler, right? His great-grandson wants to buy back his family heirs when it comes to Dodge, Chrysler. Yeah, Dodge and Chrysler. So, in a story, he said he is hurt about what is going on within them brands. He was talking about, this is a video, he was talking about how he never thought that the brand would be the worst of the worst, where his legacy is built upon the Dodge Chrysler brand. And now he said he want to buy it back. And he put a bid in, and Stellantis said, nope, we ain't selling you nothing back. They don't plan to sell or do anything or let the brand die off of any of that. They said, no, we don't want you. We're going to try to figure this out. Which they need to figure that out quick, because Dodge, Chrysler, and Ram are the worst selling model cars out here right now. The worst. Honestly, for Dodge, if it wasn't for them Challengers and Chargers, they would have been out the game too. And Durango came up too, for real. But yeah, man, this was an interesting story. But my thing is, if a company, if it meant that much for your family name, why did your family sell it in the first place? Like, you built it off the ground, and I get it. A lot of people build businesses and they sell them and they buy another business. That's just what they do. But Not too many. I ain't never seen the Ford sell their stuff. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people just don't sell their car brands because it means so much. It's really a legacy within it. So, like I said, Stellantis already said they ain't selling nothing. They said you ain't getting none and you can come get it in blood. Boy, Stellantis is running that car company down. And I don't know how Stellantis going to get out of it, but I believe Stellantis is going to sell. I believe that very much. I mean, the writing is on the wall. Think about this. Ram is the worst selling vehicle out here right now. Them Dodge Chargers and Challengers is right next to them. And them Jeeps, them Wagoneers and stuff, or the, what is it called, the Cherokee L's, and they're not selling, man. First off, they cost way too much. You got Grand Wagoneers, I keep saying. I saw one for $120K, a Grand Wagoneer. And to me, it's an overrated truck, but I can see how some people like it. But they wanted to make it a luxury brand, and now with some of these laws that got put in place, they trying to convert these Challengers and Chargers, even these Rams, to electric. And if you know what I know, ain't nobody trying to have no electric goddamn Charger and Challengers. Like who? We want to hear that engine roar. That's what we want to hear. And I think that was the worst thing that they could have did. But the government made them do that with these laws that is saying, this infrastructure law that you want to convert most of these vehicles to EVs by 2035 or 2040. You got California saying they can't even put Grand Wagoneers over there because it's too heavy or some stuff like that. So they got to work around on how they can put their cars over there. So that's why they had to move from combustion engines to EVs in the first place. And now laws are affecting these companies just like they've been doing in the grocery market, just like they're doing in the clothing market. It's almost making it hard to sell in some of these states, man. Some of these states just gonna have to just die off. Some of these states, they just gonna have to hit rock bottom. And it's unfortunate that California is leading the way with all of this stuff. And if we know anything that California do, most of these states try to replicate it, especially like the blue states, the Democratic states. They all try to duplicate what California is doing. Like, I'm going to show y'all how even Michigan is starting to do a little bit of that stuff, which is pissing me off in real life, but we're going to talk about it. But yeah, man, Stellantis said no. Now, another important news about the automotive industry, GM is ordered to face a class action lawsuit over faulty 8-speed transmission, according to GMAuthority.com. So what is being said is earlier last year, GM Authority reported that General Motors was hit with a class action lawsuit that alleged the Detroit-based automaker knowingly sold faulty 8-speed automatic transmission in a wide variety of its vehicle. With that in mind, the General was recently ordered by a federal appeals court to face the class action. You see what happened when you try to be greedy and you just trying to get stuff out and you knowing it? Listen, man, this is why when you think about the good money, because they was making a lot of money during that pandemic phase. This is around the time they talking about too. They talk about 800,000 vehicles, 800K. You know how many vehicles that is? Do you know how much you'll have to pay? I don't even know how they would even put a new transmission in a lot of these. So that means you gotta, all 800,000 of cars, you gotta replace their freaking transmission? Do you know how much money that is? Shit. Labor alone is just crazy. Then you gotta do the parts and make a, so if they already got faulty transmission now, you think it's changed right now? Do you think they're changing? But greed and not putting out your best product, this is how it hurt you at the end. It's hurting them. They was making all them billions these past few years, and now you damn near got to give some of the billions back. I'm telling y'all, dog, it's going to be a correction in the auto industry, and when it does, it ain't going to be pretty, man. It's going to be a lot of layoffs. It's going to be a lot of people out of a job. You see, Stellantis has been laying off people left and right. One of the plants laying off, 2,500 at the beginning of October. Man, these auto industry companies, shoot, Toyota, I think they facing, about 800,000. Hold on. You know, I do not like to report the wrong stuff at all. Let me go to it. I do not like to say the wrong stuff. Toyota recalls. Yep. Toyota recalls thousands of top-selling vehicles, according to Dayton247now.com. They say, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the automaker recalled thousands of vehicles due to an issue that involved a tow hitch cover on the rear end bumper. Just little dumb stuff. And this is the Toyota Sequoia hybrids. Ooh, I never heard of that before. But it's 43,000 and up, pretty much 44,000. Gone. Got to come back. Recall. It's getting bad out here, man. I want to pivot. Talk about a couple of money clips. This is crazy. Now, I told y'all I was going to talk about California a little bit, right? Let me give y'all the backstory of all this California stuff, right? California is facing one of the largest deficits ever. Cities are I think they're going to file for bankruptcy. Like Oakland, freaking, I think Sacktown going to do it. It's going to be some cities in California that's going to face massive, massive bankruptcy. And right now, the state got audited earlier this year. $23 billion, they don't know where it's at. How y'all don't know where the fuck $23 billion is at? Like, what the fuck was y'all doing? I don't get it. But then, I gotta hold the people accountable because y'all keep voting these Democrats and these freaking people that's not good for you. They sold y'all on a dream. A lot of y'all did not go out and vote in the state of California because I seen the numbers. Y'all don't go vote. And now these people just keep getting in. And this is what happens when you say your vote don't count. This is what happens. So now, not only are the migrants, illegal migrants, can get up to 20% down payment, up to $150K. I reported on that for housing. Now, not only did they house homeless people in these high rises, these new high rises that's worth $600K each freaking room. $600K each room, and y'all putting homeless people in them? Y'all just spending money left and right. It's homelessness everywhere. You got freaking bills and laws that are made to hurt businesses, where you have people ransacking these stores in the state of California, and you can't do nothing about it. It was people grabbing everything. I saw it at Nordstrom's, Saks, diamond jewelry stores, all type of stuff. They ransacking them in. You got street races happening in Oakland. People out here having full-blown shootouts in Oakland. You got freaking Oakland mayor getting raided by the feds. You got LA as one of the worst cities right now when it comes to homelessness. You got San Francisco going through their little turmoil. I just talked about that earlier in this segment, how NFL players were shot in one of the most predominantly great spots in the city of San Francisco. And now this. You got freaking mortgages, rent is spiking out of control in California. You got the average is like 4,000 for fucking rent or something crazy like that. You got freaking property taxes spiking. You got freaking homes that look like little 2-3 bedroom homes worth over $1 million. You got freaking, it is a shit show over there in California, man. You got people doing all type of crimes, but they ain't trying to report on it. And now all state to raise home insurance rates by an average of 34%, impacting thousands of home owners. And this is according to 10 News. So California gave Allstate the green light to raise their home insurances on y'all down there. We're talking about the good people of California who didn't go out and vote and who put Gavin Newsom and all them in there to make up y'all laws, to pass certain bills. This is what happens when you put the wrong people in there. 34%? First off, y'all already paying crazy property taxes. Crazy. I can't even imagine paying property taxes on a down there, because the average house in California like 900,000 or a little over that. The insurance on that, I could only imagine the insurance. And now you're raising it by 34% with them high-ass property taxes. And they got to raise property taxes again because a lot of people left the state of California for states like Texas, North Carolina, New York, Florida, Arizona, because it's just too high down there, man. 34% increase in your freaking home insurance? Bruh, how are people going to survive? Like, honestly. People that still got their homes are just making it. Now that, on top of all the layoffs that been going on in California because of the stupid bills that got passed there, you got it real hard to run businesses. You got minimum wage up to $22 an hour. And now a lot of these restaurants and business owners can't keep doing business because it's just too high, and they just leaving the state all together. And now the state are trying to freaking sue the business for leaving and putting people at risk of being homeless. California is such a shit show. Such a shit show. Such a shit show, man. I don't know how y'all gonna survive there. Who want to live there? Obviously nobody, because everybody is leaving the state of Cali. The beautiful Sunshine State. It ain't been too sunny there lately. 34% is crazy. And, you know, they going to give all them illegal migrants, they going to give them all of it. They're going to give them everything. And I heard some people in the comments saying, oh, they been trying to give that to us. They gave the same thing to us. They wanted y'all to stay. That's why, because they needed them property taxes, because they have been overspending, and businesses are not paying their fair share because they're not there no more. Just like Elon Musk took motherfucking Tesla headquarters to freaking Texas. That's what's going to happen. Talking about Texas, you know, Texas and other GOP-led states sue over program to give immigrant spouses of U.S. citizen legal status, according to the AP News. Now, I've been reporting on migrants all this time, right? So, 16 Republican-led states are suing to end a federal program that could potentially give nearly 500,000 immigrants without legal status who are married to U.S. citizens a pathway to citizenship. And y'all know why they doing that, right? Because Joe Biden tried to reinstate a bill that he passed that He want to give everybody who are married to people who have U.S. citizens, natural born citizens. He want to get them a leeway to be, U.S. citizens over here. So with that being said, that's create a whole new voting people that could go for them if he did that. Y'all have noticed that Democrats, everything the Democrats have been doing to this point has been mostly for immigrants. It haven't been to no black people. It haven't been to white people. It haven't been to Asian or maybe Asian people. Who knows? But everybody that's not born in the U.S. have been given more stuff if you came over here illegal than ever before. Ever. In Texas, all them Republicans-led state, they tired of it. Because first, Joe Biden tried to sue Texas for closing their borders. And now this, yeah, okay. Okay. Y'all keep thinking this. Y'all keep thinking that. Joe Biden tried, before he got in office, I think he going to do that. Now, it's saying that it's back starting to give people that's undocumented immigrants married to U.S. citizens a legal pathway. He said he got it back going. I don't know. We're going to have to see how true this is, but if this is another slap in the face, it can't be a slap in the face because we voted that, well, a lot of y'all voted that man in, and some of us that didn't, we're going to have to pay the piper. It's just that simple. And I hate that people be like, oh, this don't affect you. But no, it affect the people that live here. Even though they ain't go out and vote and all that, which is the reason for why he won in the first place, it still can come up here and happen to me up here in Michigan. So y'all keep thinking it can't be you. It can always be you. Let that be understood. Let that be understood. It can always be you. Now, Michigan, what is we doing? What are we? What are we doing, man? Like, for real, like, what are we doing, man? Michigan, listen to this. This is to all Michigan people. Y'all need to hear this. If you live in Michigan, Michigan make changes to make its paid sick leave requirements finally. I think it's the wrong thing to do. So, in so many words, Michigan paid sick leave law is changing early next year. All employers and employees will be covered under this new act of law, which this is the breakdown of it. If you have a business and you have 10 or less people working in your business, they can accumulate sick time up to 36 hours. No, 36 hours in a year spans, and then roll over for year to year. So if they don't use none of that sick time that year, it roll over to the next year. And if you have employees with 10 or more, they can accumulate 40 hours, which is the equivalent of an hour. It's an hour every 40 hours worked. Yeah, it's an hour every 40 hours worked. In so many words, this is the bill in so many words. They can use sick time. They can accumulate whenever, however they want to accumulate them. It could be for some happening at their children's school. It could just be because somebody is sick. It don't matter what it is. They can have earned time sickness off. And it's nothing as a business owner that you can do. Not only do you got to do that, it's people that got FMLA. You already know a lot of people misuse FMLA, and a lot of these doctors are letting them do it because they're signing off on it. You can take it how you want to take it. But this will effectively mess with small businesses at the end of the day. It's going to make small businesses hard because it's already hard to hire people nowadays, especially with everybody saying they should get paid more than what they really should get paid when you ain't even prove yourself. Some of these jobs are just super simple, and it's not that hard to do. That's why they trying to put in AI and robots to do a lot of these jobs in the first place. So with these small business owners, they gonna get hit hard with this one. They gonna get hit hard. You not only do they want time off, now they get earned sick time. Like what else you gonna give them, Michigan? I mean, people barely want to work 40 hours. People already thinking out of 40 hours, they should be able to pay all their bills, go to Jamaica twice a year, go to the club, buy all the bottles whenever they want to for 40 hours checks. That's what the new American dream is. People don't want to work like that no more. They say they tired. And everything that Michigan is doing is almost like they mirroring California. Because not only this early sick time premium law is going to hurt small businesses, because I think the bigger businesses, like the corporation, they'll be fine. They'll be like, all right, we can replace you. We don't even care if you calling off. Then they get paid for it if they call off too. But they also trying to raise the minimum wage for bartenders and waitresses. In so many words, they want to raise it up to the point where you're getting paid as a regular employee. Because, they get paid a different rate, like maybe like $3 an hour or something like that, but they usually get paid on their tips. That's how they make their money. But now if everybody is on the same employee status, that means these restaurants, food establishments, whatever the case might be, gonna have to start raising the freaking prices of their food, because they got to pass that cost to somebody. Because what if you don't get no type of sales that day? Now you got to pay everybody around whatever the starting rate might be, let's say $17 an hour, something like that. Even if they don't sell one dinner. And now when we know, like, if y'all getting paid the same wages as everybody else, why am I about to tip? It's already in my food. It's already included in my bill that I'm about to get. Why would I tip you? It's not going to be incentives for bartenders to be bartenders no more. It's not going to be incentives for the girls, the waitresses that be holding the bottle like this in the club. They be waving it. They ain't going to want to do it no more because they are a regular employee. They get paid by the hour, not by the tip. That's going to hurt. And I'm wondering if that's the case, is it automatic gratuity now? How can you put automatic gratuity if they already getting paid as a regular hourly worker? You see how that could hurt new businesses too that want to go into this market? Michigan is going down here, and these lawmakers, these people that are passing these bills, Governor Gresham is one that's signing off on some of this stuff, and it's not going to be good. They talk about they want to fight corporations, but corporations, they can survive with stuff like this. If this was to happen, they said 1 out of every 5 restaurants would be closed. If the Michigan Supreme Court really passed this bill, it's going to be bad. Like I said, the sick time pay is already in effect. That's in effect. But if they make these bartenders and waitresses regular hourly employees, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They're doing a terrible job right now. Listen, Detroit is up. Detroit. But that ain't got nothing to do with the rest of the state. Hey man, if y'all don't vote right in this next election, this is what's gonna happen. Also, according to Upper Michigan Source.com, Michigan Supreme Court say businesses can't get state compensation over pandemic closures, which meaning a lot of businesses closed up for good because of the pandemic. You know, Governor Gresham didn't want to open up the state at all. It was so many restrictions, and all the restrictions cost a lot of these businesses to go away because they couldn't survive. They wasn't making no money. The laws wasn't in favor of them. So a lot of businesses had to close and go away. And now with that, we seen how terrible that was for the economy, especially here in Michigan. And now Michigan Supreme Court is saying they can't get paid over that when they the ones that messed it up, because Florida was wide open. It was booming down there. Atlanta got open eventually, and they got the booming down there. But us up here in Michigan, there was a lot of businesses that was fucked up. The legal businesses, not these little, these little car washes, mobile car washes that was popping up out of nowhere. And now they ain't here no more neither, but that's for another day. But that's just so bold, man. You mean to tell me these businesses was probably flourishing and Michigan didn't open back up for real, probably to damn near the end of the year, end of 2020, for real. And them little 6 months hurt all these businesses. I think it's messed up, man. That's messed up. They should have got paid. I hope something happened, man. I hope y'all fight that for real. All right, just a couple more stories. So, let's talk about it. If a scam hit social media, clearly that scam not supposed to be that good. Because this Chase thing was everywhere. Everybody was asking everybody who got a Chase account, oh, let's get this money and all that. And a lot of y'all dummies was doing it. And now y'all accounts gonna get hit years to come down the line. Listen, just because they don't come for you now, they're gonna come get you when you least expect it. So all y'all that was doing this Chase scamming, stupidest motherfuckers ever. How you gonna let somebody tell you it's a Chase scam and use your account? Y'all almost deserve to get scammed. It was everywhere on social media, and y'all still was letting these people use your Chase account, and now they ran up the bag. They told you, yeah, I'm going to give you $10K of this play, and they took $90K. And now you then got to pay $100K of that jump back, and they going to come for you. That is fraud. Yeah, it might have been a glitch in Chase, but, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. Trust and believe, just like the PPP loans, it's going to come back to hunt y'all at the end. So all y'all that did the Chase thing, all right. I hope y'all do something well with that money, because if y'all don't, you cooked. Watch, I bet you everybody that was doing the scam, you about to start seeing Pradas getting bought. You about to start seeing the jewelry stores getting hit. You about to start seeing some Grand Wagoneers coming off the line. Or you going to see a lot of stuff. You going to see. So, all y'all Chase scammers, all right. I'll see y'all in the next 10 years, man. Y'all the dummies. Y'all let them use y'all accounts. Just dumb. All right. Let's talk about, it is a hotel strike going on right now across the whole U.S. Okay. According to CBS News, 10,000 hotel workers across the U.S. went on strike beginning Sunday with employees at major claims, including Marriott and Hyatt, are walking off the job in the cities including Boston, San Francisco, San Jose, and Seattle. The Unite Here Union, which represents more than 40,000 workers, say over 10,000 of their workers just walked off. And they don't even know how long this strike is going to last at that. First off, this is what they want. They want higher wages. They don't want the workload no more. You want higher wages, but you don't want the workload no more. That makes sense. How is that supposed to be in favor of you? So, a lot of them walked off the line. It's videos surfacing. Y'all can go on CBS News and watch it. It is crazy, man. Like I said, it's in Connecticut too, Hawaii, freaking San Diego. They just walked off. And if we talk about on a holiday weekend like Labor Day. So that means a lot of people probably ain't getting their rooms clean. A lot of people probably ain't getting the maintenance. None of that stuff. Ooh-wee. Hey, I don't know how. You know what's going to happen. Y'all know what's going to happen? The migrants going to come in and take all our jobs. I kid you not. They're going to come take all these jobs. I'm just saying. They're going to come take these jobs and it's going to be bad. It's some shit in the news, but they just want higher wages and everything, you know, less of a workload, which I don't agree with. I mean, you better go out and work. Shit. Y'all, I don't know what's with y'all and trying to only work like 32 hours and stuff. Like, what? Do y'all know grandma and them used to have like 5 jobs? Well, granddaddy definitely had 2, 3 jobs and a side hustle, but we're going to leave that there. Okay. And last but not least, according to USA Today, Boar's Head Deli Meat expected more illnesses and listeria outbreak. In so many words, this is what happened. The meat was at this plant. The plant was filthy. When I say filthy, filthy. Mold, rats, insects, dead and alive, all through there. And they still was making meats and letting go through. And now, look, it's people that, how many people died from this? There has been a lot of illnesses, freaking 57 hospitalized, 9 deaths in 18 cities, according to the Centers of Disease and Control and Prevention. Just because y'all trying to cut corners and make this money. You see what happens? I'm going to talk about more of this story. I'm going to talk about more of this story. I'm going to go in depth a little more, but y'all know what time it is. It's NFL. Shout out to my Lions. Hey, Detroit Lions, we up this year. We ain't taking no prisoners neither. None. When I tell y'all it's up with anybody who try to talk about my Lions, it's up. So, all right, I got to cut this short because I have NFL draft that I have to do. Y'all know what time it is. It's fantasy football, baby. So I want to thank everybody who been listening to me, liking, sharing, subscribing. I mess with y'all. And y'all keep doing that. Tell your side chick, your baby mama, baby daddy, I don't care who it is. Tell them come over here, listen to some of these news, because a lot of these news will affect you. You know, I be joking sometimes. No, I don't be joking. Fuck y'all. But but the people that's good and want to be better people, I fuck with y'all, man. And shout out to the haters too. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace. Detroit. What's the